Hey, what's up, guys? Asher Ranks back with a new long form video, and it has been a while, but hey, we're coming back to it. I'm going to be trying to post 3 to 4 long form videos a week. That's hopefully the goal. Try to get more like videos out instead of just my usual 1 to 2 shorts a day. So I hope you guys enjoy. I'm currently playing Dark Souls 1 Remastered, and we're going through the depths, and I'm going to be telling you guys a couple Reddit stories. It's a mixture between Am I the A-hole and some other stuff, so hope you guys enjoy. Okay, for the first story. Am I the A-hole for telling my boyfriend's friend the reason behind our breakup after he lied? I honestly can't see the perspective, and I'm definitely not the A-hole here. I, 26F, have dated my ex, 28M, for a little over a year. Honestly, our relationship was pretty good. We rarely ever fought, and we were going to move in together by the end of this year. Then about 3 months into dating, he told me he had a fetish. I wasn't really bothered because everyone has their things they're into, and I didn't want to shame him for it. And the amount of fetishes I've seen on the internet has desensitized me, but boy, what did I know? He wanted me to treat him like a pet dog. He asked me to call him a good boy. He literally bought himself a collar with his name on it. And wanted to eat from a dog bowl, and even asked if I would walk him on a leash late at night. I told him I wasn't judging him, but it just wasn't my thing. He apologized and said he would stop bringing it up, but he didn't. He barked as a joke when I came over, sent me links to collars, and changed my contact in his phone to owner. The last straw was finding a custom dog bowl he'd ordered because he assumed I'd eventually come around. So I ended things because this was just so weird, and it still makes me just feel so weird. After we broke up, he started telling our mutual friends that I dumped him because I didn't respect his boundaries, and made me sound judgmental. I stayed quiet until one of our friends asked me directly what happened, so I told him the truth, and now apparently everyone knows, and he's furious, saying I violated his privacy and embarrassed him. I told him maybe he shouldn't have lied in the first place and why we broke up. Am I the a-hole? Personally, you're definitely not the a-hole here. Having a dog, like a pet dog fetish is like really weird, and like especially for someone who's not into fetishes, that can definitely be shocking. For it's like, because he's asking you to like pretty much treat him like a dog, which is like, I understand your perspective. This is like really weird, and I understand why you want to break up. And you did come out and told him, hey, I'm not comfortable with this, could you please stop? And he did say yes, but then he kind of just assumed that if he kept pushing at it, you would eventually just like let in and let's start treating him like a dog. So really, you're not really the a-hole here. I think it's more of he wanted his fetish to be like respected, but he didn't really expect your boundaries, or he didn't really expect that you didn't want to do his fetish. Because honestly, nobody I know, or me personally, I wouldn't want to treat my partner like an animal. That just seems weird, especially eating out of a dog bowl. I feel like if it was definitely certain like components, maybe like the leash and maybe like the walk late at night, you can maybe understand that. But like especially eating out of a dog bowl and all that stuff and all the other stuff is definitely like the pushing point to it. So I definitely see where you're coming from. So you are definitely not the a-hole here. Okay, now for the next story. Today I messed up by having an orgasm during a haircut. I'm a 30-ish-year-old male. My wife was 9 months pregnant at the time, so I hadn't gotten any action in a while. Her choice, not mine. My wife is the only person I've ever slept with. We started dating in high school. So on with the story. I've always gotten my haircut at Cost Cutters or Sports Clips, the cheap places, because I didn't really care. My wife had been going to a salon local to us for the last few years for massages, haircuts, hair colored, the works. I've had bad experiences at Sports Clips the last time. I just didn't really like the results, so she made me an appointment at her salon for me. I showed up and was in the waiting room. The stylist comes out, and wow, she's very attractive, like really attractive. I sit in the chair, and I honestly stopped thinking about it. We were having a good conversation about my wife, actually. Yes, I'm a terrible human being. I finished the haircut, and we go into the back room where everyone washes their hair. As soon as she started to wash my hair, I don't know what happened, but it felt really good. The way she was massaging my head while applying the shampoo. Cue the boner. Thankfully, the way I was situated, the rope they had on me hit it pretty well. I think I had a warm towel over my eyes. She finishes that, and then she asked me if I want a hair massage. I declined because I'm a guy, and it's just kind of weird, especially given her attractiveness. Her reaction was kind of odd. She seemed shocked I didn't want one. She asked again if I was sure, and I felt that I might offend her if I said no again, so I agreed. The hand massage just felt amazing. I don't know what it was, but it was incredible. All of a sudden, I started getting little twitches in my penis, for a lack of less obnoxious word for it, so I couldn't stop them. They just kept building up. Then she goes to switch hands, grabs the lotion, puts the bottle down on my stomach, which lies down and ever so slightly touches my penis. That was the final last straw, and it happened. Next thing you know, I'm in full orgasm, and I can't stop it. I end up crossing my legs to hide the fact that my penis and groin area are having a seizure. Basically, I'm so embarrassed. I just had no idea what to do. My semen is soaking into my boxers, and it's a terribly gross feeling. I don't know what I don't think she knew what was going on. Thank God. She just finished the hand massage and then I had the most awkward walk back to her chair. I basically shut down at that point and tried to rush the rest of the appointment. I'm sure I was bright red at this point from embarrassment. We finished the appointment and I go to the cashier to check out. I am at an epic moment of good judgment and I decided to give her a obnoxious tip of on top of that. I think it was $50 on a $50 bill. Yes, I'm an idiot, and if she did know that, I just made it a million times more awkward. I went home, avoided my wife, and went straight into the shower, hid my clothes, and put them into the washer right after my shower. I've never been back, and I've made do with my subpar haircuts from my local sports clips since. My wife doesn't know. Telling her the story a week from her due date could have gone literally any direction, and telling her now would have just been more awkward. So there's my story. Judge all you want. I am aware I'm an idiot and I did multiple things to make it worse. I feel like I sexually harassed her or something. I hate myself, but not enough to dwell on it. LOL. Okay, so personally, I don't really think you like sexually assaulted, like harassed her, like assaulted slash harassed, because like it wasn't like by intentional. Like you didn't really like mean to do it. Like you didn't, because it was her action that like led to you like having an orgasm. Because I saw that some like massages, like especially when it's releasing lots of tensions, can like release some type of orgasm, which seems to have had happened in this situation. So I don't really think that you are the a-hole here, or not even the a-hole. I don't really think you're like in the wrong for like this, but like it is kind of weird. Like yeah, I do understand your embarrassment. Yeah, I just had an orgasm off getting a massage, and luckily, hopefully that she didn't like figure out, because as you said, the rope was hiding it pretty well. So like I'm happy that she didn't like notice, because that would have been really awkward. But I don't really think you like sexually harassed her, because it wasn't like you didn't have the intention, and it was her actions that kind of led to it. But I feel like you definitely could have stopped it like beforehand, because I feel like leading into that point, like you feel all these twitches in your penis. If you definitely could have said, "Hey, I'm good now," or "Hey, can we try a different spot?" Or do you want to like massage somewhere else that wouldn't cause all this like reaction. But definitely it is kind of 50-50 situation where you definitely are in the wrong, because you definitely could have like stopped it, but it's not totally in your fault though. Okay, now for the third story. Today I messed up by helping a girl relax. My girlfriend and I were on a plane yesterday when we experienced some turbulence. My girlfriend was asleep, but I was wide awake. The passenger sitting next to me looked like she was on the verge of a panic attack. I have to point out that the passenger was young and attractive, because her looks contributed to my downfall. I was minding my own business at first, but when the passenger ended up grabbing the armrest when the turbulence got worse. My hand was on the armrest first, meaning her hand was now on top of my hands. When I looked at her, she was practically hyperventilating. So to help her out, I automatically put my other hand on top of her hands, sandwiching her hands between both of my hands. Before telling her a random story about my religious mother who insisted I go to church with her this past Sunday, so that I can become friends with a Gen Z pastor who literally said slay at the end of his prayer instead of amen. The passenger laughed, which made me laugh with her, until I sensed danger and noticed my girlfriend staring right at me. My hands retracted faster than an unbuckled seatbelt. The turbulence was suddenly gone, and the passenger seemed calmer. I explained to my GF what happened, prompting her to respond in her native language, which was not English. She said that she closed her eyes for 2 minutes, and the first thing she saw when she woke up was me holding hands with a girl who looked like she probably has an OnlyFans. She also doubted the fact that there was turbulence, so I stopped one of the flight attendants walking in the aisle and asked him to confirm that the turbulence happened. The flight attendant confirmed and apologized for any inconvenience. My girlfriend switched to English and told the flight attendants that the only one that needed to apologize was me because of the turbulence between my legs. The flight attendant awkwardly walked away without saying anything else, while my girlfriend put on her headphones and closed her eyes. Sigh. Personally, I don't really think you messed up here. I think you really did a good thing here by calming down that one passenger. Obviously, because she was young and attractive, it definitely did not play well. I think if it was like a little kid, yeah, I really think if it was a little kid, your girlfriend like wouldn't have been mad, or really like a man or an old lady or anyone else, pretty much, your girlfriend would have been fine. But the fact that like it was a young and attractive lady, like I guess in her perspective, she falls asleep, and when she wakes up, she sees you holding hands with another young and attractive lady. So obviously you can kind of understand it from her perspective, but still I feel like you did try to explain it to her, and that she still didn't listen. But honestly, I don't really think you're at fault here. But I don't really think you messed up. You did the good thing by helping out someone who's obviously having a panic attack, and by helping her seem calmer, you turned her situation, which could have been her having a mental, pretty much a whole breakdown, into her just feeling scared for a little bit and now like calming down. So you definitely were the good guy here. Okay, for the fourth and final story, am I the a-hole for cheating? So my now ex-partner and I have been together for almost 15 years. He has supported me a lot financially for the past 4 to 5 years, but also took on a lot. His grandparents passed away and I single-handedly, with some help from the neighbor, renovated their house. Holes in the wall, new paint job, sand and floors, completely landscaped the huge front and back lawn, packed down the grandfather's study room filled with 50-year-old books and documents that I went through one by one. When it was time to move out of the grandparents' house, my parents gave us $80,000 for a down payment on what I thought was our forever home. He never officially proposed, but we agreed that we wanted to get married. My mother even gifted him my great-grandmother's engagement ring to present me. Fast forward 7 or so years later, we're living in our new home, but things have changed. We agreed on having kids, my dream since forever, but he barely spoke to me and took to sleep on the couch every night. I also have an eating disorder that kept me hospitalized for months at a time. He would lock up my food and kept the key. If I wanted to eat, I had to ask his permission. Anyways, I met someone. I decided one night to stay with my new friend. We kissed a little, but nothing too intimate. When I returned home the next day, my partner was reasonable, but then just left. He refused my calls and didn't want to work things out. Instead, he just sent abusive texts, mainly just calling me a slut. We also agreed that our cat would stay with him and my dog would stay with me. He ended up using my dog as a pawn, threatening to take him as I was unstable. We had sold the house and my parents didn't even ask him for the deposit money, so he gained $40,000. My new partner, the person I met while I was with my ex, and I have been together for over 4 years. So am I the a-hole? Yeah, okay. So, in my opinion, you are kind of the a-hole here. Obviously, cheating is wrong no matter what. I get that like things have been different, but from what we're being told here is it doesn't really seem like you tried to make things any better. You didn't really try to talk things out of him. Obviously, he was abusive, so I'm glad that you did get out of it. But like, I feel like all these things could have not been avoided, but you definitely could have like talked things out. Because I feel like you don't just change suddenly over 7 years. There's definitely like little habits that you started doing within those 7 or so years, and you don't just like the little build up to where, oh yeah, I met a new friend and then I just went over to his house and we kissed a little. That is just crazy because like, why are we cheating on our partners? But you definitely are the a-hole, but you're not the total a-hole because he definitely was like a crappy person to begin with. So I don't blame you for wanting to escape, but definitely it was not like the best move to cheat on him. But you did come forward right away, which was like the better part. So I do commend you for that. Okay, that's all 4 stories for you guys today. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for sitting down and watching this video. As I stated before, I will be trying to post 3 to 4 long form videos a week while keeping my daily chores, so I hope you guys stay in tune with that. And also, as I stated from my first ever long form video 50 will be much higher quality than video 1. So I hope you guys keep watching every week, because each video I make, the quality will get higher and higher. So I hope you guys stay in tune with that. And once again, thank you for watching. I hope you guys all have a great day.